you've seen the first Ant-Man movie, right?
I have, yes. Yes, I have.
I can't remember the name of the actor, but once Paul Rudd gets out of jail,
Yeah.
and works at Baskin Robbins, he meets the crew, which is the Latino guy that's funny.
Yeah. I remember him, yes.
The token black character.
Of course.
And then an actor, a white actor, with just the most horrible Russian accent.
Is that true? He's obviously completely forgettable for me because I didn't even know he was in there.
Yeah. No, it's just a regular American actor.
Yeah.
But he's acting
That's
Russian
so
and he's doing a bad job.
That's so weird. Again, that's Marvel, right? That's massive
big
bankroll. Like
that's big budget. It is. It's just bad casting. Just get a Russian.
Weird.
Just get someone from Russia. Buongiorno and welcome back to the Critical Arcade podcast. I'm your co-host Nicola.
And I'm Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Nick. Are you well? Because it went from like an Italian accent to kind of like a vampire. I want to suck your blood. I was like, whoa. Like,
yes, I am a Sicilian vampire. I want to suck. I don't know. There's a metaphor here between red wine and blood.
Nice. True. And Sicily's kind of well known for their red wine and oranges, I think.
Oranges?
Sicilian
like nectarines.
Yeah, Sicilian oranges. I like really like posh oranges. They're kind of expensive.
No way.
It's probably literally the only Sicilian knowledge I have. They have good oranges.
So if I know anything about the logistics or import-export business, that means Sicily or the Sicilian population get zero benefit from having good oranges. It all gets exported.
That's probably very true, yes. Especially in Europe, by all accounts. But yes, they probably do make the large sum of their money by exporting most of those oranges.
Damn you, Italy!
Right, to the world we live in, can't even eat your own.
Country-shaped boot.
Yeah, that's it. It is quite funny because Sicily is literally like the football or something at the end of the Italian continent.
Does it look like the boot's kicking a ball?
Yeah, it's literally when you come to the end of the boot, and then there's like a space, and then there's the Sicily, the island, which is actually a lot larger than I thought it was. I thought it was small, but no, Sicily's actually kind of big.
No, Sicily's actually it's quite big. I mean, if you can see the island on a world map, it's big.
Yes, that's right. That's very true. Well, I wonder if our listeners have guessed what we're on about, or are we just doing import and exports of like Italy?
Dave, how would you fill them in?
Oh, well, we were lucky to get our hands on a brand new, spanking, shiny new copy of Mafia, the Old Country.
Yes, and we want to give a big old thank you to Prima Interactive and 2K Games. Thank you so much for the review code.
Obviously great, amazing, beautiful, smart people who recognize the podcast as being the go-to for all gaming news and reviews and all that other fun stuff. Yeah, thank you. It was developed by. Have you ever heard of the company Hangar 13?
Yes, I have, and you have too, because we played the previous Mafia games.
This is the thing. I've played Mafia 1. I know I played Mafia 2. I know I played the Godfather game, and I know I played Mafia 3. But those two I cannot remember them that well. So I don't know if I've actually played the third one, because I know the first one was redone, and I played that one.
Yes, the definitive edition. Good stuff.
So for me, I just played Mafia games, and I kind of lost like chronology in what order I played them. Sorry. Okay. So I actually, the only other weird thing I didn't know is that Hangar 13 also did the Topspin games in it. Like recently they took over Topspin. You know Topspin?
The tennis games.
Right. Yeah, that was actually weirdly a game that I played a lot. And my brother used to, when he was at university, like half the time he was smoking weed they would always play Top Spin at the same time because it was funny. And it's kind of had a really big involvement in my gaming life. And I didn't even know they did the latest Top Spin games.
No way. Wow, so you've actually played a ton of Hangar 13's
by all accounts,
game?
Yes. I've probably played more tennis in their games than I have Mafioso type play.
Of all games, tennis. Do you think it's because they've turned into more of a support studio?
Yes, they did. Like you said, they did. I think their first game was Mafia 3, right? And that came out to okay reception.
That's the one set in the 70s.
Yes, but is it set in Italy? I actually can't remember now. I can
so.
picture the front cover.
No, I think it's in. I think all the Mafia games except for this newer one
are all in America.
All in America.
So they did the third one, and I know it came out to like okay reception.
Yeah.
People thought the story was good, but the gameplay was a bit meh.
Yeah.
So then they had problems with the studio itself, and there was mergers. There was Prague. I didn't even know they opened a place. Do you know Brighton in England at all? Ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's like the gay capital of England.
Okay.
Like it's a very open, very like openly flamboyant place now,
yes.
And they opened a gaming studio there. It's kind of cool. I didn't know that was a thing in Brighton.
Okay.
And then they, like you said, they had a hand in making the Mafia and tarting it up so it'd be the definitive edition, so it looked better and ran better. And they helped make some of or localized or helped make some other of the games. I think they've had, like you said, they were helping support and make ones, and this in theory is their second big game they've made themselves, if you don't count the Top Spin, because that's just
tennis.
Copy and repeat the same formula, but with
tennis.
new players and stuff like that, right?
I get it, yeah. And
so this is their big foray again, for lack of a better term.
Great.
Yeah.
I would call that a big foray because this feels like I wouldn't call it AAA, but
no, I was thinking the same thing, but is there double A?
Yes, this is double A.
It's actually
I would say that this is double A.
With Skull and Bones being the first quadruple A game, it's so confusing now. What games are like two A's? Like, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I think the lines are a bit blurred.
Yeah, I agree.
A tiny bit, but yeah, I would call this double A.
Right. The other weird thing about this, I was doing some research on it, and it's got so much of the audio, right? It's dubbed in English, French, German, Spanish, Czech, and Russian.
Yeah, so many voice lines.
But not Italian.
I read the same thing.
Isn't that mad?
Yes, it is. Until you realize that it is dubbed in Sicilian.
Mm-hmm. Which is like a derivative of Italian, right? But it's still not Italian.
No, it's
or
still.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, it is not Italian. You're right. Although I read up on this a tiny bit, and legally Sicily is part of Italy, right?
Yeah. Okay.
According to all the papers, according to the governments, yeah, sure, Sicily's a part of Italy. But anything past that, culturally.
Yeah.
Sicily is its own place, right? Sicilians don't call themselves Italian, do. They call themselves Sicilian.
Right, like you call yourself South Africans and not Africans, right? Because you've got your own culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they take it even further, removing themselves not necessarily from the continent, but the country itself.
Yeah, no, I got you. But could you imagine being Italian, listening to the Sicilian and then putting subtitles in Italian for you? It must be a weird thing to say, but
I
know.
guess so, yeah. No, if you put it like that, yeah. Yes.
It's just very strange. Like they're like the other languages, like, you know, Czech Republican. I didn't even know that was like. It's funny. This is my own ignorance that's one of the languages that you English, French, German, Spanish, Czech Republican, and Russian, but. I just didn't know that was like.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that's I don't know a big part of the player base.
Oh, maybe there's just tons of gamers in the Czech Republic that we don't. Maybe there's just this massive market out there that we don't know about.
Maybe Czech Republic is just the language used. I don't know. Maybe loads of Russians speak that language.
I don't know. Yeah, we're pushing our realms of knowledge here.
Yes,
in
I
regards
have
to localization.
zero idea on any of this. So I'm gonna stop talking.
Did you see that another thing, ladies and gents? Gamers, we're really a hard bunch to please, right? Like, doesn't matter what game you release, there are people who are upset with it. Did you see what people were upset about this game?
Yes,
it's the weirdest reason.
I did.
Right?
I know what you're gonna bring up.
It's the swimming.
Oh.
That you can't swim. It's the weirdest. It's the weirdest thing to complain about.
It is, but you know why? Do you know why? It's because these vocal minority on Twitter, they want every single game to be GTA.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah,
that's it. That's all they want. They just want every game to be GTA.
But they said, like, I think Mafia 3 had a swimming mechanic, and they said, oh, the old game's got a swimming mechanic, but this...
Who cares?
It doesn't affect anything. But to go, oh, this doesn't have swimming, so I'm not going to play it because, you know, the developers have gone backwards. And it's a weird thing to have a problem with.
In The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time from 30 years ago, you could travel time. Can you travel time in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, that's it. Again, we just love to moan about anything.
Yes, we absolutely.
It's a very weird thing.
No, you know what? I don't even want to put myself in the same camp as the angry Twitter folk. They're just the minority who love to complain.
It's fascinating to spend your time on something so small, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't take away from gameplay. It doesn't take away from the narrative. It doesn't take away from anything. I wouldn't have even noticed you couldn't swim. Like, it didn't even dawn to me that I should go into the beach and try swimming. Even though there's no location to swim to, just try it out. Mm-hmm. It's just a weird thing for people to complain about.
Yeah.
I don't know why people look for such things.
I absolutely agree. That is dumb, and those people need a hobby other than gaming.
And I was shocked. You know, the original Mafia game came out in 2002. Again, gaming just making me feel really old.
The original Mafia, the first Mafia game.
The very first Mafia game came out in 2002. It's 20
for the PS2
years old. Yeah, that's so mad to me. I think I played it on the PC, but I still remember playing that game. Like you said, the taxi driver, the beginning, the race car, the race at later on in the game, the stories. It sticks in my mind. I can't believe it's that old.
It is.
I know. It's crazy.
We should get started.
Okay. Narrative.
Now,
this is one of those games we discussed once or twice before. This is narratively deep, right? That's the whole point of these types of genres of games. It's more a narrative-based story.
Yes.
It's not like an open sandbox, like you said, like Grand Theft Auto or such like that. This is. If you like The Godfather, you like Casino, you liked Goodfellas. It's all about the world, the nitty gritty, the sense of honor within families and betrayals and all this other stuff, right?
No, I totally agree with you.
For me, I've got a massive history watching those movies and playing those games.
Oh,
do you like? Out of curiosity, how far have you gone into Mafia games? You played one of them, right?
I've played Mafia the Definitive Edition. I think it must have been halfway.
And did you get into it, like the Mafia family?
I did get into it. Yes, something happened. So I don't know. Maybe I got my hands on something else. But I dropped the game halfway through. But I remember thinking throughout this game, "Whoa,
right?
Whoa!" Yeah. This came out in 2002. Obviously not the definitive edition, but this is excellent. I love myself some story-rich linear games. And in a setting that I don't know that well, besides L.A. Noire, this is exactly what I want. This is what my palate needs.
And this game, did it do the same thing for you in regards to Mafia-type aspects and
absolutely
betrayals and all the underlying things?
I've not gone into the Mafia stories or the movies or series or games.
No. You've not watched any movies, so I presume you've not watched any of them.
I don't even know what films are.
Yeah,
so this
Yeah.
This was a treat. This was great.
Right,
The narrative of this, I had a ball with.
Yeah, because to some degree, playing this, ladies and gents, a quick synopsis. You just play, it's 1904, right? You play Enzo, I'm going to get these names wrong, ladies and gents, so I apologize, Favara? And his friend, they're working in a sulfur mine, they're unhappy, they progress, they get out of the sulfur mine, and then he finds himself stumbling upon the family, gets a little job, slowly builds a reputation, and becomes one of like the main men, right? Like, which is fundamentally every Mafia movie and game before it. It's kind of it's almost a cliche.
That's exactly what I wrote down on my notes.
Yeah.
Even though the story
playing
is
this game, I thought it. Yeah.
Bit cliche and predictable. It's done so well. It still feels great to play through.
Yeah, because again, there's something just very nostalgic or cool, or even just like hitting those man genes where men and like guns and Tommy guns and honor, and you don't betray the family and stuff like that. There's something very primal about that in these types of games, which again they're just a lot of fun to go through.
Yeah,
and this has
you don't call the police. You call.
That's right,
Don Torisi.
Giuseppe. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's probably one of the only few times that I've actually tried to keep track of the people, because I know. Okay, I've got it. So Tony is like the old guy that doesn't like anyone and doesn't trust anyone. Cesare.
Tony.
Is it not Tony? What's his name? What's the old guy?
It's not. Oh, damn it! I had his name. It's not Tony.
What's his name?
I'm
literally flexing that I'm remembering the names, and then I get the first one wrong. Is it Tino?
Tino! It's Tino.
Is it Tino?
Tino.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, there are. Tino. Again, it's kind of cliched. The grumpy one that doesn't trust anyone. Yep. You got Cesare, who's kind of like the free spirit firecracker.
Oh,
that, is going.
Cesare. Cesare is only there to have a good time, and he can't go anywhere because he's actually family, like blood.
Yes, that's right. He is. He by all accounts is the next, is one of the ones in line to become the Don, right? I think it's kind of like the Queen and stuff. It's all
Oh, damn.
Passed on, and right?
Yeah, and he jokes about that constantly. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Enzo, when I'm the Don, it's you and me, brother.
Capici? I keep saying, it goes to my mind. And my favorite, I'm sure probably your favorite too, Luca. The cool-headed.
Yeah, Luca Trapani.
No, like the second in command type guy, which even my wife likes.
Don Torisi's right-hand man.
Yeah, she keeps telling me, tell me Luca doesn't die. That's all she wants to know. She just wants to make sure Luca survives because she likes him.
I still don't know. I've not finished this game. I also don't want Luca to die. I don't want anyone to die except maybe Tino.
I do. Yeah. There's some I want to die. Some of them are kind of annoying, by all accounts.
If this story is the best part of this game, it needs to commit to a death.
That's very true. If not a few, you're right. It's not a Mafia game. It's not a Mafia story. Yeah, exactly right.
I'm hoping it's not Luca. It's not Isabella.
It's very rare they kill the female in Mafia movies.
I know.
It's always the guys. So she's got kind of like plot armor by all accounts.
She does kind of have plot armor, and also her dad is Don Torisi.
That's right. You don't mess with him.
No.
And by all accounts, ladies and gents, we can't do too many spoilers because again, this is such a rich narrative-driven game. So it's got love, it's got romance, it's got betrayal, it's got races, like a lot of races for some reason. Lots of I don't know why that's in there, but it's great. There's a lot if you like Mafia movies and you like Mafia games. It's all in there. It's all you know, family conflicts and then bigger family conflicts and all the good stuff is in there.
But big but. The one thing separating this from all the other Mafia content, it's even in the title, is the setting.
Yes, it's very true.
This isn't the streets of New York,
no,
or Brooklyn. This is Sicily. Sicily 100 years ago. And I think...
Which is such a cool idea.
I know.
Right?
It's really cool. It's an excellent idea.
Because like you said, there's almost a degree of fatigue, right? Mafia things, New York. Mafia,
you think so?
New York. Mafia, New York. Now, granted, the Godfather movies were set in Italy, or at least one or two of them was. I know that a lot of the flashbacks go back to Italy and stuff,
yeah.
So there is a degree of where it originated from, and now it's in New York. But I do like the idea. I do like it set in Sicily. I didn't know stuff about Sicily, and now I know more about Sicily. I thought that was really cool.
Same.
I love that part of video games where you get to learn whilst playing the game, which is always it's nice to like subconsciously learn stuff. Like I didn't even know Sicily had sulfur mines. Like I didn't even know that was an export.
Yeah, or there was a big active
is.
volcano.
Well, Mount Etna, very famous volcano.
I had no idea.
Because
I had no
idea. It's gone off a couple times, I think. But yeah, no, it is. Those little things whilst you play games and learning, that's great. I wish school was like that. Each lesson was just a different game you played, and then you learn English and stuff like that.
Not just do I know more about Sicily now, but hot damn, I would love to live. I would love to live there.
Well, granted, it's kind of a very romanticized aspect of Sicily, this game, right? Because it's all ruins and churches and just lovely sunshine and oranges. And again, I don't blame you. Like the world we live in now, these places just become so much more sought after and quiet and nice and just uncomplicated. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I'd visit tomorrow.
Now it's ruins, but in 1904, I'm sure it was. There's still a couple of ruins, but if I just drive through this game or go on horseback just around the map for a bit, I would love to. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe just spend a weekend there.
Yeah, there's a romanticized aspect of it, and yeah, I agree. Like Europe in general, it's the fun thing about Europe to some degree is these little side towns or small islands which are untouched by the big technology things, which are so endearing. And this game's got it. It's very weird. Like we'll go into visuals in a minute, but it has that feeling about it. Yeah. It's got that narrative. You want to be there. You want to hang out with these mafiosos. You want to. It's very enticing.
Yeah.
Anything else narratively you want to add?
No, I just think the setting's great. A close second would be the characters, but we've already spoken about
the characters. Are really in depth.
Already spoke about the characters. But they turn the cutscenes into such not spectacle, not joy. But I can't look away from the screen.
No, agreed. It's like a good book, right? It's a page turner. It's one of those ones you keep playing. Granted, I actually think this is a hot take. I think Isabella's kind of a bitch. I do, really? Because she knows how dangerous her family is, and she keeps taking all these risks, which in the long run, a little bit spoiler, the only person who's going to get in trouble for it is you. She's not. So I think she's kind of like playing. She's got your life in her hands all the time. Now, granted, we all do crazy things for love and all those things, but I was like, this sounds. I'm sure narratively it is dangerous and things do, and I do know things do get pretty deep and crazy. But I kind of think Isabella is kind of. I like her character in it, but I think her decision making is a bit too dangerous for me. I'd stay away by all accounts.
You know what? I get it. There's this. You could raise the debate that because she was raised in this family, raised by Don Torrisi, that she's never had to worry about danger because she's always had this big man bear behind her that would kill anyone that looks at her.
Literally something she's complained about in game, right? There's actually scenes where
absolutely, because
like a caged bird, so to speak.
Yes. So escaping, putting a foot outside of that cage makes sense. We might not like it, but it makes sense for her character to do. She feels smothered by her father. She feels choked by the protection.
But like you said, this is what it does well. The narrative depth of each character comes across. Like, you kind of get who they are.
Exactly.
Like, even Luca and his wife.
Yes,
I love his wife.
He's living a
His
double
wife's
life.
great.
He's living a double life. His wife
exactly.
doesn't know the things that he does.
Yeah. And she's such a bossy, and she's very controlling, and she wears the trousers and stuff like that. It's very cool to see, even though he's the dangerous man, his wife's kind of wearing the trousers in that relationship.
Exactly.
Like you said, it's a good foil to one another.
Even with Cesare, right?
Yeah.
He knows his the family. He's the next male in line to become the Don and inherit everything if Don Teresi does end up kicking the bucket. He knows his next. He doesn't need to try anything.
No, that's true. He
doesn't need to work.
Yeah.
He's riding the gravy train.
That's true. Again, it's impressive that they put that across in just the narrative and the conversations and just the general gameplay.
Exactly.
And
I hate
it's well done.
I hate it when games or game makers and studios feel like they need to explain every single little point in a narrative because gamers are dumb, they're a bit stupid.
Yes.
Right?
No, it's exactly right.
They don't know how to read between the lines. It's a farce.
Yes. Yeah, we're not all like. Again, the fun part of a narrative is filling in those gaps or going, ooh, that could be dangerous. I wonder what he's going to say, right?
Yes,
and this does that very well. This game does that very well. It entices you. The narrative is spot on.
There have been things left,
big marks.
There have been things left unsaid because they were said by the eyes.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah.
Right.
Again,
we could use that to move into visuals, but there have been cutscenes where something was said and then Luca would look away or make a facial expression and not say anything, but you know what he's thinking.
Yeah, he's noticed something.
Yes.
Or, like it hasn't gone unnoticed, and you know conversationally that's going to come up later, right?
Yeah.
Again, that's visually adding to the narrative because they act those scenes and they put them in there. And even Tino also does the same thing where he squints and looks at your relationship and you chatting, or even in your room when he visits, he doesn't trust you at all. No, it's good. It's good stuff. It is. This is where this game shines. The narrative is exactly what you're looking for.
This really shine was the first time that you met or just saw Don Teresi in the game, right? You're in a barn at night, and the assailants chasing you are caught by Don Teresi, and he intimidates the one chasing you.
Yeah, that's right.
And I could see on the screen on this digital character that isn't a real person, that was made using codes and computers, intimidate. I could see in his eyes he was busy being that bear man.
Yeah, got you. He's got that, aura farming type feeling about it in regards to...
This is excellent visuals.
Yeah. And
more
he's
left
neat,
unsaid.
Right? It's like the neat and tidy, like they are. And like you said, he's a big fella.
Yeah.
And it's just... And again, it's the eyes, it's the way he says things, again, it's the aura he has. And like you said, visually, amazing. Visually, just coming... The first bits when you just come out into Sicily... And like you were saying, it just makes you want to be there. The rivers, the trees, just the general farms and the rocks. And it really is very pretty. Like, it's what we talked about, like a linear game. And this game is linear. Can concentrate on those things so much more detailed than a big sandbox.
Yeah.
Because you can say, well, he's going to drive through this quarry, so we can make the quarry. But he might not come back to the quarry later, so we can just make it really realistic and alive. I know it's one of those things we're quite used to now, but I just love how alive it was. People squashing grapes with their feet and playing cards in the corner.
I saw. And that vineyard, by the way.
Yeah.
That
so
vineyard,
cool.
Don Teresi's vineyard, I would live there for the rest of my life.
Right? I know, there is something very romanticized about that period and the locations and... Again, you like a lot of games, you can actually take photos in this, right? Where you go to those nice spots and you take photos.
Yeah.
And again, you forget how like the actual artistry of the games, right? Everything is so clean. Everything is so nice. I'll give you that there's a bit of lagging and stuff here and there, but it just looks so pretty. It looks so clean. It looks like you want to go there. You want to go to your local travel agents. You want to book 2 flights for you and your missus and just go there and just feel the location, because it just, again, I was really shocked. Again, this is just a Hangar 13. It's not like a big studio with we know to do really super realistic things. They knocked it out of the park. Just the location was beautiful.
I absolutely agree. It looks so stunning, and it's probably some of the best visuals I've seen in a video game. It doesn't really beat Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a massive team, and it took 5 years.
And let's face it, Death Stranding 2 has a lot of just flat lands that are kind of like desolate and stuff. Now, granted, they got the mountains and some other places, so I'm being a bit mean. But this I'd say is better than Death Stranding.
You think? Okay, then we differ.
Location-wise.
I think Death Stranding looks better.
Yeah.
Although this looks more appealing. I don't want to live in Death Stranding.
No, who would? That place is horrible. But I do like. Did you notice? I thought it was very charming. I thought it was an excellent way of doing it. You know, when you were on a horse or in a car, and you had to go from one point to the other, right?
Yeah.
And it's no like little mini map with the lines or like random arrows that flash. It's the signposts.
It's the signposts.
Did you see that?
I did. I did.
Ladies and gents, they have the old like 1904 signposts, just wooden posts, black and white. But the signpost itself will turn left, or it will display left or right depending on where you're going.
Yes.
So you can just look at the sign. If it's pointing right, you know you're supposed to take the right. But it's such a subtle way to do that. Like the course where you're driving, it doesn't take out from where you are.
No, you don't need to pause or open the map or study the map at all. Just follow the signposts. Stay immersed.
Exactly, that's what I mean. That's literally what I mean. The immersiveness of actually looking at the local signposts to get you somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's such a clever. I don't know how that's not come up more. Like, maybe I haven't played the game, but that's such a clever way of not, like you said, going back into this is a game. I'll check my mini map or put a fast track or put your own markers down. Oh, I thought that was so cool. I thought that was. It just makes you feel so much more involved doing those signposts.
Really
One thing I didn't like, though.
You didn't like? Okay, here we go.
Okay,
here we go.
Maybe this is just me. Did you not think the knives were overly big?
The knives
like a stiletto,
were overly big?
You know, with the knives? You know, the knife fight's kind of a big thing in there. The stiletto, right? A stiletto knife. Maybe my understanding is wrong. It's supposed to be a small knife. Like flip knives were stiletto knives, right?
Okay,
They're the little stabby ones. This one, when Enzo took it out in his hand, his entire hand took up the handle of the knife, and then the blade itself was huge in comparison to like their bodies. It was massive.
Oh.
I found it in other I don't know why, but I swear the knives are just weirdly out of scale. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a knife expert by any.
I didn't even notice.
Degree. But I just thought the knives were just huge, and I don't know why. Like they were. Maybe that's just me. I saw it and I just thought that's kind of odd. Like all the other. Maybe, but then again, I'll stand to be corrected. Maybe that's exactly what knives were like in 1904.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
Yeah, it's possible. It is very possible.
Maybe they had small knives, and then Crocodile Dundee went.
Right. And
then just told everyone, what did he say? Now this is a knife.
There we go. It's rare you'll do a movie quote. I like it. You pulled out Crocodile Dundee.
I've not seen
nice.
Crocodile
Well done.
Dundee.
I'm proud of you. Anything else visually you liked about it?
I think the facial expressions are becoming so scarily well done. I am very excited to see where we end up with graphics in the coming years. If we're already on this point with facial expressions, and I understand it's cutscenes. Yes, sure. In game, it's not that great. I understand, but these cutscenes, the facial expressions look excellent.
It's funny because we both know like LA Noire when they built that technology where the lips rise and the eyebrows rise and there's. it's fun to see it develop from like that benchmark to now. And like I said, it's kind of like every good game fundamentally, be it a AA or AAA game, is adding that to it. And like you said, we were discussing before the weird stares, the jovial look of partying, or the lightheartedness of a character, and then the somber resolve of that character later because something's gone wrong, all displayed in their mannerisms.
Yeah,
is just a really clever concept. I don't know if it's I don't think it's captured right with the dots and all that other stuff. I think this was all done.
I think so as well, with computer generation.
Yeah. Again, it is, like you said, it's really well done in this game by all accounts. But those were the two highlights of this game. Like,
yes.
I think this is... did we differ in this regard? Anything else visually?
I think before we go on? One last thing. Sicily looks incredibly stunning, but there's one thing that really, really, really turns this into some of the most one of the most gorgeous settings I've ever seen. And it's not even only in the game, it's actually in Italy, and that's the Italian sun.
Oh yes, of course, you can't. That's a very romanticized ending to the visual sets. You're right, the sun work is beautiful.
Somehow, not just in the game, but in Italy
warm,
itself.
Right?
Somehow. I don't know how, but the sun hits different in Italy.
Did you actually also, I just remember now, you know when you open the map in game, did you see the cool thing they do where they show you the map, and as you scroll up, it turns into a horizontal view of like the volcano and Mount Etna and stuff? Again, I thought that was a cool little stylistic way of doing it.
Yeah, and the map looks one of those old maps.
Yeah, it kind of had like a touristy vibe to it.
Yes, it did.
Actually,
it did.
Yeah, no, again, a very clever little niche things they put in there that just make you smile when you see them.
So, we are now 2 for 2. Narrative, big ups, visuals, great score. Let's move to audio.
You're Mr. Audio, man. What was it good? Was it bad? To be honest with you, I can't actually remember the soundtrack.
Of course it was good. No, it was good.
Was it good?
I mean, yes.
Was it all Italian themed and localized? I know it's weird. I cannot even picture. For some reason, I play this game and I can actually hear the soundtrack from Godfather, and it's the only thing that I hear in my head.
Well,
was it good in this? Go on, Mr. Audio.
Of course, it was good in this. Yes, the entire game had an orchestral score with folk instruments from the time. It creates a perfect sense of place and era. There's no out of place R&B or drum and bass or tech music that some games just love to do.
Yeah,
no,
this
this was an orchestral score played by.
It's one of those things.
Instruments.
Orchestras are kind of getting super popular in gaming now, right? Yeah. Be it Dark Souls games, be it Death Stranding, Final Fantasy games have always done it, obviously, and it's so fun to see, like especially from your perspective, actual. I know it's going to be mean, but actually like classical music and orchestral music.
Yeah.
Kind of blending with current pop culture video games at the same time. It's such
my favorite one to think about whenever I think about this exact concept is the Tokyo Metropolitan Symphonic Orchestra playing the main theme for Dragon Quest XI.
Okay, that's a crazy. I know the song you're talking about. Right? I was expecting you to go Elden Ring or the what's the
skinny baby.
What's the skinny and fat Godskin duo? Right, that's kind of a famous song. But no, agreed. Japanese RPGs are kind of well known for adding orchestras to their things. But I just love, and then again, in regards to this game, like you said, era specific, and all the old Mafia movies also used orchestras in to build suspense and kind of narratively help it right in regards to adding somberness to a somber occasion or high energy to a drastic occasion.
So the bit in this game that I'd say perfectly encapsulates what I would say the soundtrack for this game would be the title and the main menu.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that by all accounts.
Right? Oh,
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
when the title drops, you can hear the entire string section in the background playing tremolo, just low vibrations on their violins, crescendoing and decrescendoing, and it adds so much tension and suspense without anything have happened.
No, exactly. It's like the front cover of a book or something, right?
Yeah,
you just feel, whoa, this is going to be deep. It's going to be it's a rich story. You want to open it, right?
And I got see embers and something's burning, and there's a clear disturbance. But once you press X, you move on to the main menu, and now all of a sudden you are, I think, inside the vineyard, and the tremolo on the string section has stopped. You're not listening to that tense music anymore. You are now listening to just somebody playing on a Italian guitar, a nice old strum, a harmonic progression in a major key, whereas I think the previous string section was in a minor key. The tone shifts entirely, and you now feel so much at ease. And this is the guitar feels Italian and Spanish, and I don't know. I'm struggling to explain exactly how it makes me feel. It kind of
interprets Sicily as a whole, right? It changes from drastic to like a holiday. It's got that relaxed.
Precisely.
You're drinking wine in the afternoon in the sunlight, like you said. It's got a very soft and relaxing atmosphere.
Precisely.
It's a foil,
that's the
right?
feeling it's conveying through music. That's exactly the feeling I'm getting throughout the game as well, or at least the narrative and visuals.
No, agreed. Another fun little thing I liked, I did check in to see the voice actors, to see if they were anyone like prolific and all this stuff. But no, they're mainly all Italian actors. They've done a few things, but they're all mainly like TV shows in Italy and stuff. And again, I know it's a weird little thing to say, but it's so, again, immersive to know that
it is. It really
they're actually speaking it with the accent to some degree.
Their accents sound authentic.
Yes, and again, to be a company that's nowhere near Italy by all accounts, like there's some areas, and then to go to Italy and say, no, we want voice actors from Italy to be. That's how it should be done, right? It's kind of respectful to the era. It's respectful for the country. It's respectful to everyone involved. And it makes, as a gamer, it's a more flushed out experience. We're actually listening to the accent and how they would phrase it instead of someone trying to do it or learning how to do it.
It reminds me of the most egregious example I can think of someone doing the exact opposite. You've seen the first Ant-Man movie, right?
I have, yes, I have.
I can't remember the name of the actor, but once Paul Rudd gets out of jail, and works at Baskin Robbins, he meets the crew, which is the Latino guy that's funny.
Yeah, I remember him. Yes,
the token black character,
of course,
and then an actor, a white actor, with just the most horrible Russian accent.
Is that true? He's obviously completely forgettable for me because I didn't even know he was in there.
Yeah, no, it's just a regular American actor.
Yeah,
but he's acting a Russian, and he's doing a bad job.
That's so weird. Again, that's Marvel, right? That's massive
that's
bankroll. Like
that's big budget. It is. It's just bad casting. Just get a Russian. Weird. Just get someone from Russia.
We can't get one, but there's Steve at the cafe says he can do an accent.
Get him in here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you wonder sometimes if that's exactly how it happens. Like, tell him we'll give him $100. Get him in here now. I don't know.
Or he's just big buddies with Kevin Feige.
Yes, of course. Again, like I said, it adds so much layers and just it's so nice to listen, and the banter between them is so much better.
Yeah. Who was your favorite character voice actor?
Ooh, I can't see. They're actually all quite good.
I
like Luca. I even like Tino because Tino does come across as like an aggressive old man, and
Yeah,
he's actually portrayed.
and you're
by,
right. He's old. His voice sounds old and raspy, like he's had too many cigars.
And the voice actor is in his 60s. He is a relatively old man.
Hell yeah.
It's great. He actually kind of looks like Tino too, which I don't know if they took inspiration. But
wouldn't be surprised. That's great. Although I am going for, you can't go wrong with Don Torisi. I don't know what it is about the big mafia boss and the kind of the stuck in falsetto.
Yeah, that's right. No,
kind of like Steve-O voice.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, no, I got what you mean. Yeah,
but
there's a degree
iconic.
of danger to it, isn't there?
Yeah,
when someone speaks in that
you've got all these low bass voice men. And
then you've got the Don that sounds like this, and he's the scariest man in the room.
You are nailing the impressions today, by the way. It sounded like no, you're nailing it. You obviously missed your calling again. Anything else, audio? Should we jump into gameplay? Because this is where we differed big in our scores.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I, ladies and gents, could have my nostalgia goggles because I have lots of memories of the old game. I enjoyed the gameplay of this game. It wasn't perfect by any extent, but I did enjoy it. Go on.
It is tough because I'm not going to pretend like I didn't enjoy it as well. I did enjoy the gameplay for Mafia: The Old Country.
Yeah.
I've gotten to this argument where I thought to myself, this is kind of emulating or kind of harkening back to games 15, 20 years ago where simple gameplay on the PlayStation 2 was what you had.
Yes, that's true.
Right?
Yes.
You had your guns, you had a grenade, you had your car.
Yeah.
You could buy a new gun, buy a new car.
Yeah,
that was the gameplay.
Right. Yeah.
And that was simple. But games have evolved since then. Games have become more complicated, more nuanced. Gameplay has become more complicated, more nuanced. And I think a game like this, I wouldn't say it's stuck in gameplay from 20 years ago. It knows that its gameplay is simple.
Yeah.
And I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I enjoyed my times with the gameplay, but I can't shake the fact that it might just be too simple.
I get what you mean. A lot of people had the same thoughts. That's pretty much what a lot of people said. I would say I've got the nostalgia of playing the other ones. Even just the race scenes, I think are a nod to the original game's race scene in regards to just a fun. And again,
for sure.
The cars in this game handle like Need for Speed, and it's ridiculous, but I had so much fun. There's no way you can drift in a 1904 car, but in this game you can.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy. I love the driving in this.
Might
is
as well
dumb.
be in Tokyo for all the drifting we're doing on
it
these
was
Sicilian
absolutely
streets.
mental the driving that you could do in this, and
I was
just
drifting
handbrake turn
around
everything.
every single corner, and you cannot do that in these cars.
I know
they would fall apart.
And I think back in the day they had like multiple handles and like 6 pedals and stuff like that. It wasn't as simple as like engines and stuff now, but it was it's stupid, but I really did. You know those parts where you can actually skip the driving scene and just go to the location? I never did that because the driving was just too crazy.
I've got something to say about that exact mechanic.
Okay,
but,
not a huge fan, I take it.
No. It's just an observation. But I think, just to finish up on the point we're busy with, I think the gameplay is simple. For some people, a lot of people it seems, it's too simple.
Yes,
I can't shake the fact that it's not like, they're not wrong.
Agreed. It is stuck in the past. The gameplay is definitely.
But is it stuck in the past, or was it done deliberately?
I don't know. It's a good question because a lot of the old Mafia games had the same gameplay, so they're trying to make a nod and try to get the same players to play this one.
Exactly. If it's a nod, it's deliberate.
But you're right. It should involve some like newer stuff combined with the older stuff would be like the right mix,
yes, just
right?
introduce some newer stuff. Okay,
yeah,
I
they don't.
One new thing introduced is knife fights.
Yeah, I actually loved the night fights.
Same.
They're dumb though. Again,
Who
they're
cares?
really dumb.
Who cares? It's great. We're drifting in 1904.
I
Yes,
know,
it's
I
dumb.
know.
It's awesome.
The
But-
knife fights are so insane because you'll be out there just killing people with rifles and shotguns, and then the last guy's there, and you, instead of like killing him, you both just like drop your guns and whip out your
Yeah.
knife because
Knife
a knife fight is needed right now.
Yeah. Hello, General. I just killed 20 of your men.
Yeah,
Let's
that's right,
knife
that's right.
fight.
It's just, and the knife fights are kind of a spectacle. They kind of feel good when you time the block and the dodge and
Or
the
the
big
parry.
thrust. And yeah,
It's great. It is great.
But you're right. It's kind of the same feeling you got from games years and years ago. It's kind of not
Yeah.
common nowadays, right?
A lot of people are thinking, kind of me included, that it's not entirely enough.
yeah,
although-
no, I can see that feeling. Yeah,
I am kind of just before the fence. I'm not even on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm just before the fence where I'm satisfied with the gameplay, but I can see the other
Yes,
side
no,
of the
I can-
fence's point.
no, I can see that, and a lot of people also complain this game is kind of linear because, like you said, everyone's looking for a sandbox GTA type game. But I think you'll agree, it actually benefits it, in my opinion, because
Yeah.
you want to continue the story, not just collect cars. And
Yeah.
granted, this game does have the unlock outfits, buy cars, buy guns, buy horses, and different knives, and collectible newspapers, which are kind of nice lore things. I wouldn't say there's too many collectibles, like a ridiculous amount. So I think the balance is quite
Well,
good.
you get the necklace beads things.
Yeah.
You get the raccoon statues. You get and
What I like about
newspapers.
I also like about the beads and stuff. They're not in insane locations. Like narratively, they're always like in a narrative point of the
just
game, and then you find one.
at the start of a mission. Oh, look,
Yeah.
there's one. Great.
So you don't have to look underneath like the horse's tail in the stable on the sixth building on the left, right? That type of thing, because that is
Yes.
boring. That type of stuff is boring.
It is, especially in a world like this one.
Yes, exactly. When you're supposed to be,
Yeah.
on the edge of your seat and fighting for
Yeah.
your life.
Yes. This
And the gunplay I thought was good, but it is, like you said, it's dated. It's kind of
It is dated, yes, but I mean, this is also 1904. What kind of
exactly.
gunplay
I
did
know
you have?
it's kind of a cool we're just sticking to the era, so that's why
Yeah.
these But I did like it. I liked it. I liked that you ran out of bullets quite easily, and you had to pick up a gun from the other guy, and
yes, same.
and accuracy wasn't just like a pure thing. You had to wait, and you had to guess your shots, and you might miss and stuff. I thought it was kind of, again.
Although you could just body shot them twice and they would fall every time.
Right, and the old school gameplay when you can just like knock someone out and then there's a box there just right next to them so that you can carry them and put them in the box is again very PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 type era of.
Do you like the stealth sequences?
No, I didn't.
No,
They
I
got very
don't.
annoying.
I don't either. I think.
Did you kill or did you knock him out? Out of curiosity.
I knocked him out.
Yeah, I knocked out
but
the
I
police,
wouldn't be
but
too
kills the other
stealthy.
family.
I would just.
Yeah, no.
I would just crouch straight across the middle, and hardly got caught.
Yeah, the stealth mechanic's not great in regards to the gameplay, and it does get boring pretty fast because there's
Yes,
a lot.
it does,
There's a
which
lot
is
of it. by all
unfortunate.
accounts. Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Anything else gameplay?
Yes, I do. I wouldn't say you're necessarily playing this for the gameplay, though. You're
Yeah,
here.
one
for,
time I was
You're
I
here
was
for the
sneaking
visuals.
in,
Sorry.
failed it, so then I just want guns blazing because that is just a lot more fun by all
Yeah.
accounts. Anyway, you were saying what else?
Yes,
so
you're
what-
here for
what-
the
what
visuals
garnered
and
your
the
score?
narrative. I do
Yeah,
have
exactly.
one final thing, though. One last remark. With a lot of people wanting this to be GTA,
Yeah.
I think they are completely forgetting what these Mafia games were from the very, very, very start. From the start, I remember, I think it was Jake Baldino or someone who mentioned these Mafia games, every single one of them, they've always been a linear story in what feels like an open world, but it's
Yes.
not an open world game.
It really wasn't. It never really was. Yeah, exactly.
You can drive all over, the place is open, but this isn't an open world game. It's a linear game set in an open world. right?
Yes, no, exactly right. It wasn't one of those ones where you got a mission and then you just opened up and then avenged it yourself.
Yes, and there are
right?
side missions all over the place,
Yes,
collectibles
yeah, exactly,
all over the
yes,
place.
yes.
You
It's
can
never
speak
been
to
one of
this
those.
one, speak to that one,
Yeah,
find a
that's right.
chest in this house.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's not that.
No,
which
it never has been, like you said.
it never
been
has
that.
been. Which you can then raise the argument that Sicily in this game is just skin deep. It's beautiful, but you can't do anything here.
Yes.
Fine, yes, okay, sure, it is skin deep then, but that's not the point. That's not part of the game design that was made
exactly.
for this game, right? They're still following the game design that they laid out in pre-production. You don't need to swim. You don't need to have a vast open world where you can do loads of things. If you're looking for that, this isn't the game for you. I feel like they were transparent with that.
Agreed, and like you said, it's based on a period of time as well. So you start off bold, and then a year goes by, you got the good-looking hair and stuff like that. If you branched off to do lots of other things, then came back again, it destroys the immersion in regards to what you're
really
doing,
does.
like your
does.
task of getting trusted by the family, and
no, you're absolutely right. And if people are asking, well, no, this is obviously an open world game with nothing to do. There is some evidence that the developers kind of are asking you, skip the open world, just get on with the story.
No, entirely.
And that evidence is the skip drive button.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, I get what you mean. It's stopping. This isn't a sandbox. So you can drive if you enjoy
sandbox,
it. But
here's a skip drive button, so you could continue on with what really matters.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah, that's
and
true.
That's exactly
and
the same way I felt when we were playing AC Valhalla.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
They had an auto level up button.
That's
you
right,
could
that's
kind of what was the main character in AC Valhalla? Ragnar?
I can't remember,
I
but
can't
yes, I do. I know who you're talking about.
This was supposedly, quote unquote, an RPG, but they had an auto level up button, so the game could just allocate your points for you. The game doesn't care. The game doesn't want you to play this as an RPG.
Yeah.
That'll handle that. It'll play the game by itself.
It's literally like the worst thing for an RPG. Like RPG is doing that part. It is speccing out the way you want to be. Allowing
playing the
AI
role that you want.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny, isn't it, that they put that in there by all accounts.
So this game is giving you a button to skip the open world to get back to the story.
To kind of, like you said, kind of prove that this is not a sandbox.
Yes, and
this
it's
is an island
it's
you're
in the
on.
damn game design.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, it's very clever, and you're right. I didn't even notice that, but it's a good point. Okay, performance-wise, what do you have with this game then?
Performance, unfortunately,
a 5
wasn't. Yes, so I feel like anything above a 5 is average. Anything above a 5, I would think that the performance was good, and I had some issues with the performance.
What exactly?
Namely, two big things. The one was the pop-in.
The pop-in?
The pop-in.
Oh, okay. What's that exactly? Sorry.
That is when you move into a new scene or new frame or new angle, and there'd be this split second.
Yeah.
Where an asset would just kind of not be there, and then a split second later. Whoop,
yeah. No, I got you.
Now
like trees and leaves.
Trees, grass, leaves. Yes, exactly. A barrel. Some shadows.
No, I know what you mean. Yes, that definitely did happen in my gameplay too.
Yeah, and it happened quite a lot. And pop-in shouldn't happen.
Yeah, with games like you said, like Death Stranding doesn't have it. Now, bigger budget, like you said, but it's still the same equipment and restrictions and stuff. So was that it or anything else?
And there's something else, but the pop-in was a slight issue that, I mean, they could fix with time, like most performance issues
and stuff like that.
The other performance issue that really bugged me was that the frame rate would chuck down to 40, 45 whenever the gameplay transitioned into a cutscene.
Yeah, it did. And it did that with
yours
the
do
fights
that?
as well. The knife fights, it also chugged down. For that 1 second when a knife fight, it goes from like the free roam, and then goes to like the arena aspect of the knife fight.
Yeah.
You could literally see the frames drop as it was transitioning to the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see. And again, yeah, there isn't. I don't really know why. Again, we don't develop games. I'm sure there might be a reason, but
yeah.
The only thing I got performance-wise, again, I don't know if I'm being mean. Loading screens. Like every time you did the little black screen with the progress bar every single time, which again, maybe I'm being finicky and stuff like that. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. And again, it's a weird thing, and I'm being very covered in cotton wool now. But this quick save or the checkpoint saves are really bad. I got to a lot of the missions. I'd get right to the end, and then I'll do something stupid, like I'll crash the car in the race, or I'll get stuck in an asset or something like that, and then I'll die or quit, and then the checkpoint is right at the beginning again. So the last like 15 minutes, and again it's kind of a nod. It feels like a PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2.
That absolutely feels like a PS2 game.
And it's a very privileged like thing to moan about, but that was really, like I told you, that part where I was doing stealth, I did the stealth until the very end, and I got spotted, and then I went back to the beginning, and I'm not doing that for another 25 minutes. So I just I
would quit. I know I'm spoiled. I would quit.
So that was kind of annoying to me, but again, it's very very finicky type. Overall, like you said, I literally wrote good because it was kind of good. It wasn't great, but it was kind of good performance.
No, I get what you mean. All right. Okay.
Anything else?
No, we can move to value for money. So,
this is one of the big pluses, I thought.
Yes, I think so as well. Because they did something that no other publisher does.
Yes, exactly.
Especially not 2K of all people.
Yes, exactly. Go on. I know what you're going to say.
Yes. This game is $50.
Right off the bat.
Yes.
Brand new. Right? It's. I hope it makes lots of money, so it can give the middle finger to like games don't have to be $80.
Yes.
Right?
And
they just don't. Now I got you. Claire Obscure was kind of around the $50 mark as well, which is great because we all know great. This coming out at $50, and again, this was on PlayStation and on Steam. There wasn't any fluctuations. It's such a great price point for I really hope they make lots of money and say, look. This game, again, we argued it's like between a AA or AAA game to some degree, right? And $50 isn't bad. It really still a lot of money by all accounts for something, but $50 compared to the entire gaming catalog that we have out there now, with everything coming out at $80 or $100 special editions, and who knows what Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out priced as. But it's great to see, like I said, like 2K of all the companies and stuff. Just to knock out that $50 mark on it. It's very customer orientated, right? It's not.
Yeah, it's quite
not
consumer
only the rich can play.
It's consumer friendly, and we're not used to these companies being consumer friendly anymore.
Isn't that funny to be like, oh, look, an actually reasonably priced game?
They did something relatively good.
Yes, isn't it crazy? Because of course, with the $50, there's markup to profit and stuff in that, which you know they're not just giving them. It is funny, like you said, in the era of gaming we have to give a big thumbs up that it's actually cost effective and value for money.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sad thing to be so happy about, but hey, we're happy. This is a well-priced, decent game.
It is, and I think it's because this wasn't this massive, big title that needs to make $100 million or else they can't recuperate the costs, right?
Yeah.
I Googled and I checked how long was this game in the oven for, and apparently it was only 3 years.
Okay, yeah, not
which
too bad.
feels like which feels like such a reasonable amount of time.
Agreed. I'd have loved to know. You didn't happen to see how big the development team was?
No, I didn't see that.
Because my mind, like I said, 3 years, small team. It just seems to be like the perfect point for making games at the moment.
Maybe
right?
it's a mid-sized team, like 100, 150. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's the narrative that's coming into games now.
Same.
These medium-sized, AAA, nicely priced, and we as consumers can now just go and buy those games to kind of show the other people in the industry, look, we're giving them tons of cash.
Yeah, if this sells, maybe, I don't know, 2 million.
Yeah, exactly. That would be a good initial purchase.
I can imagine if this sells 2 million, it was in the oven for 3 years. The marketing was fine-ish. It wasn't overblown like a big title.
Yeah,
then they can already turn a profit.
Yeah, exactly. Again, this is kind of...
That feels sustainable.
Yeah, exactly. I hope it is. Like I said, I really hope in my bones that this is a sustainable thing. Because, okay, we know Claire Obscure, and it's my game of the year. I hope it does win game of the year. So that's kind of a special case. You can't... But I'd love the idea of a game like this coming out into the miasma that is the gaming, and it does make money. Would be such a good thing for the industry. It really would. Something we really need right now as well. So if you do, go on.
There are two big problems with this though. The one, executives aren't satisfied with $10 million profit. They need $100 million profit.
It's all exactly. It's all the board members wanting their end of the year cash bonus and all the things in regards to these things. You're right. Again, they need massive profits. If it's not massive profits, it's not a good game.
The line needs to go up, and it needs to go up bigger. The other
it's sad.
The other big problem, I think, that we're not going to get this sustainable and reasonable amount of dev time in games is because gamers aren't satisfied with these types of games. Games that aren't GTA clones, that don't have day-night cycles, games where you can't swim around the entire island. This is just a linear game set in a non-sandbox open world that is 12 to 15 hours.
Yeah. No, but it's always so unfair to compare games to Grand Theft Auto. It's a benchmark that's too high. Like, it's $1 billion company or whatever. I'm sure it's Rockstar have made mountains of cash. Okay, then Nick. Then what score did we give this in the end? Then, by all accounts, like you got some 5s, I got some 7s. What did this bad boy end up as?
Our scores, unfortunately, when they were 4-year-old, got sold as slaves to the sulfur mine. Yay!
Yay.
Which sucks. But eventually they managed to work long enough in the sulfur mines to save enough, lira? To pay off their father's debts, and they escaped the sulfur mines with a letter grade rating of B-. Great
again,
score.
It's a great game. If you love Mafia games, like myself, that probably pushes up more to an A. If you're not that interested in that type of thing, I don't know, like I can see that people have their own tastes and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not more your type of thing. It is very narratively driven. It is kind of linear.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's like super linear. It's kind of linear.
It's kind of linear. It's set in an open world, but it's not a sandbox. You just drive to your missions. If you can stomach simple gameplay with a good narrative, great characters, play this game, please.
Yeah, and at a $50 price point, it's a great one to try. Even if you want to just wait for it, I'm sure sales will eventually happen on it. It's one that you should just put in your library anyway to give it a go.
Agreed.
It's a good price point, and again, like we were saying before, let's try and promote this gaming companies doing things for customers. We really do need to promote that type of stuff.
Because we need to support Hangar 13.
Yeah, exactly. B-, it's a good score. It doesn't, that's a good score for a game.
I'm satisfied with this. I enjoyed my time with Mafia Old Country. I am, after this review, still going to play to finish the narrative because I'm
Of course, because you got to know. You need to know what's going to happen.
I do.
What's the family? Is the family going to survive? You got to know that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game, good price. Again, we'll go grab it if you can. if you want to foray into a good Mafia game, this is one of them. There's no reason you can even start here because it's kind of the origins of the Sicilian Mafia.
Chronologically,
well. So
this is where it starts.
Yeah, it's a great start to the things.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Critical Arcade Podcast. You can subscribe, you can comment, you can share, you can like, you can join. I don't think you can join our channel yet.
You can sing about it.
You can retweet.
Nice, young stuff. I like it.
That's it. I'm solo.
Yeah, we run out of young stuff like carrier pigeon.
Share on MySpace.
Yeah, exactly. MySpace. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's it. Do all of those. But also, Dave, where can we follow you?
Well, I am out and about, but fortunately in this game I found out that Sicily has quite the sulfur mine culture, and they did generally make some good money in the day, so I managed to take ownership of a very large, very underdeveloped, very dangerous sulfur mine, and I will put you in there to mine smelly, rotten egg flavoured rocks. Flavoured, smelling rocks, by all accounts.
Are you in partnership with Spadaro?
No, I didn't like him. But that's a good narrative. No, I'm the sole owner, baby. I am the control. I just like making people's lives miserable. I'm not even going to do anything with the sulfur. I'm just going to pile it up and look like a big sulfur pile whilst you go get it. There you go. That's it.
That puts it in the evil camp.
It does. It does. Funny.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Don't follow Dave. Don't do it.
Exactly.
Rather, listen in. Dave, what have we got lined up for next week?
Well, next week, again, I think this is... I love an indie game. Everybody loves an indie game. It is the scene right now. But I do believe this is kind of a scary indie game. Which,
yes.
If you've been listening to the stream, not a huge fan of scary games. Not really understand why people want to be scared whilst playing their video games. But yeah, we got a fun indie game, scary horror thing called Signalis, which I've never heard of, which is great. I always love not knowing things and then trying them out and see if they're great.
I've seen Signalis. It looks very, very up my alley. I'm looking forward to playing Signalis.
Yeah, there you go. It's two different perspectives. One that likes horror games, one that I don't get it, but maybe I'll fall in love with this one.
It looks like a sci-fi old Resident Evil with tank controls.
Does help. The sci-fi thing does help me because I am I do like myself some sci-fi. So we'll see. See if it's come back to see if it's a good game or not, or one that you should grab yourself.
Yeah, and if you want to find out whether it is, you can tune in next week, and we'll see you then. Cheers.
Cheers.